Every game on the Roblox platform will always have some sort of hacker trying to gain an unfair advantage. But within Roblox doors, especially in Floor 2, not only have hackers managed to take over and exploit the game, but they're doing so in the craziest ways possible. These are 7 ways hackers break doors Floor 2. Have you seen these? Like and subscribe or else you'll risk your Roblox account getting hacked. Number 1. Entity Scanners. Imagine you're running through Floor 2 and suddenly Rush appears out of nowhere and wipes you off the map. Fortunately for these hackers, they have a secret weapon: Entity Scanners. These hackers use specialized tools to detect entities before they even come into view. With a quick glance at their radar, they can see exactly where dangers like Rush are lurking, giving them an unfair advantage. While the rest of us are frantically trying to figure out the right path and timing, these Entity Scanners are commonly navigating hackers their way to victory, sidestepping threats like pros. It's like having a cheat code for survival. Previous scanners before Floor 2 came out used to just feature pop-up boxes of the entities spawning in.
Crazy, it just literally pops up and tells you, huh?
But now with more high-tech coding, they're able to see beyond the walls and even before rooms that render into the game. Number 2. Infinite Crucifix. No way! You're telling me that there's some type of bugged crucifix out there that's able to crucify every entity and every model as well? Well, it's not technically bugged. Introducing the Infinite Crucifix. This hack allows players to wield a crucifix that doesn't just work against a single entity, but can be used repeatedly to take down any threat in the game. Imagine being able to stop Rush, Ambush, or any other entity in their tracks without worrying about running out of uses. This gives hackers an advantage, allowing them to speed past levels while the rest of us are left scrambling. These crucifixes are able to crucify not only entities, but actual models within the floor, such as Card and Hong crucifying every single locker within a room in the mines. There's truly no limit when it comes to this crucifix, so you better subscribe before something bad happens. Number 3. Nightmare Mode. Well, recently, with the modifiers glitch being patched, players are no longer able to bring them into Floor 2 from completing Floor 1. But hackers were able to do something even crazier than just turning on modifiers. Introducing Nightmare Mode, an old doors hack that was able to transform Floor 1 into a completely scarier and more difficult experience. But this time hackers were able to get this mode to work within Floor 2. In Nightmare Mode, players encountered faster and more aggressive versions of entities like Ripper and Rebound. The darkness feels thicker with a smoky atmosphere being introduced, and the pressure is on as you navigate through the terrifying halls. This mode isn't just a simple difficulty spike, it completely alters the gameplay experience. Unfortunately, the only way to experience this is through the hackers injecting the game with custom-made scripts, so unless the developers add this mode in, there's no way for the public to play it. Number 4. Playing with entities. Not every entity has to be bad, right? Imagine if you could turn a hostile entity into a friendly companion that follows you on your adventures. Sounds like something out of a fantasy game, doesn't it? Well, some hackers have managed to recode certain entities into being their partners in crime. These hackers take the advantage of the game's code to alter the behavior of traditionally aggressive entities, transforming them into loyal allies. Picture this: instead of running away from Rush, you have Rush running alongside with you, helping you navigate the halls of Doors Floor 2. Well, of course, hackers have this kind of power, and this bizarre twist not only changes the gameplay dynamic, but also creates some hilarious moments, one of which having a giant grumble coming towards you as you make your way through the mines, or even in Floor 1. You even had moments where players could transform into the entities themselves, and having one entity take out another, such as the grumble catching Seek and this one. Honestly, makes no sense, but it is really funny in itself. Number 5. Difficulty mods. So chances are you probably think Doors Floor 2 is simply way too easy, especially after the developers ended up nerfing the update initially after its release. Many players found themselves breezing through the levels that once felt intense and challenging, but what if you could customize your experience and bring that thrill back? Enter difficulty mods. These mods allow players to tweak the game's mechanics, adjusting everything from entity speeds to spawn rates. You want Rush to sprint at you at full speed? No problem. Looking to reduce the light levels to enhance the horror atmosphere? You can do that too. Hackers were able to incorporate things even crazier than simple adjustments though, such as adding in 100 anchors into a Doors Floor 2 run, and even some utilizing the scripts in order to find 12 different fuses in order to power up one single generator. Yeah, I can't imagine doing that, especially if you don't have access to those speed hacks, man. But honestly, the hacks do get even worse. One hacker was able to turn the whole entire floor into super hard mode, and with it, the hacker had to deal with literally hundreds of giggles and entities all at the same time, causing major chaos along the way. I guess for these hackers, it's not actually really difficult at all, considering they do all have a huge list of commands that they can do at any point. Number 6, Seek Hands. Now this is an interesting one, and I bet you haven't seen yet, but imagine creating a brand new item within the game and being able to use its weird powers to completely change the look and feel of the game. Well, yeah, a hacker within the Doors community was actually able to grab Seek's hand and turn it into an item, turning it into a weapon that shoots Seek slime as it corrupts everything that it touches. It has the power to turn model assets such as walls into slime, and it can even turn some of the major entities into it as well. It's so weird being able to see Seek inked bookshelves to even complete floors becoming filled with the stuff as well. And of course, poor El Goblino getting inked was probably the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Bob looks a little bit different today. Have you seen yourself in the mirror, little bro? Obviously, this item does have its fair share of cryptic moments, as it's a bit unnerving to look at Jeff's shop like this. Number 7, Revive Tablet. Honestly, I didn't think they would be able to do this, but hackers within the community were also able to bring back a very valuable item that was once treasured as an achievement, especially when it came to finishing the rooms. Here we can see Cardin Hong running around with a purple NVCS 13,793 tablet, as it seems to be performing more powerful than the original run that ended up getting removed. Honestly, I kind of wish developers brought back something like this in another way, especially because this item would still be really useful, especially for some of those speedrunners within the community. I mean, if you could use them for the figure rooms that contained many fuses, that would make it so much more easier. But which moment was your favorite? Like and subscribe for more, and also take care.